Rod Smith will start in the backfield with Perez for Vegas, coming out wearing the black, looking to throw on first down, trying to make a one-handed catch, incomplete. Looking for Sinkyu Sweeting, but it was Michael Joseph there to knock it away.
See the one-on-one on the outside. Harry, this is your line of work right here on the wide receiver, the back shoulder throw. Almost impossible to defend at times.
Isn't it interesting they went right at Michael Joseph, the man who had 2 interceptions for DC in week 1?
Well, test him early, and this is what DC did a week ago. They played man-to-man early, then they changed it up in the second and third quarter, which they're doing right now on this play.
2nd and 10, Perez looking to throw, batted down, incomplete.
Derek. Battlehawks.
Hear the urgency from Luis Perez right there.
Fire, say hit. Dunk. Hey, River. Hey, come here. Right there. Fire, say hit.
Empty backfield for Perez. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. That was Greg Williams, defensive coordinator, dialing up a blitz.
Yeah, I tell you, they're going to bring pressure from all angles. And you heard Luis Perez say, River. He was checking the protection, bringing the back in because he knew he was going to be overloaded. And he misses an open guy there, but he's got a lot of people in his kitchen. Not the offensive start Vegas would have liked to have seen, but looks like the same defensive start we saw from DC in their win last week.
So Vegas will start with a 3-and-out. Michael Carrizosa will on to punt for the Vipers. Jaquez Ezzard, the deep man for DC. Ezzard will field it at the 14, and he is dropped immediately. Good coverage on special teams.
Hold on. Let's go.
So DC coming out on offense for the first time. Jordan Ta'amu, quarterback, leading them out.
Let's go, baby.
Jordan Ta'amu, fairly streaky in week 1, had his moments, and they've got a 1-2 punch between he and De'Aaron King, who we'll also see tonight. What makes this DC offense so unique is they can play the game like a college team. A lot of quarterback run. You have to defend all 11 players on the field. They too, again, looking for consistency from Jordan Ta'amu.
So backed up, starting at their own 14-yard line. They will start on the ground. Not much up the middle for DC, a gain of 2.
Spread left,
Abram Smith with the carry.
Let's go, Alaska. Spread left, Alaska. Ready, set, go. Hey, easy. Hey, 72.
Checking the 72 slant here, so you're going to see 4 double slant routes.
Ta'amu looking for that slant. And pass broken up. That's Adam Sparks jumping the route.
Saw them check late, 72 double slant. You got 2 receivers to each side, and you got to continue on that route. I thought that Chris Blair kind of held up on that route just a little bit, allowed the defender to get some position.
X choice.
3rd and 8.
Yeah, same. Yeah, ready? Set, go.
3rd and 9 for DC. Ta'amu pressured. He is dropped. Ball is out. And Vegas is on top of it. Pita Tomopenu. Now it is not a touchdown. Marked down, but a turnover.
Really on the field was a fumble recovered by the defense. The recovery player was down and touched. Be first down and goal, Las Vegas.
It's close.
Hey, Dean, they ought to send this one to the media.
Do they want the break? Checking with them. We got an injury. We got an injured player. He might be down for a while. See anything?
And that's what it was? Totally jinxed us. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I can't tell if he's touched it or not. It's clearly a fumble.
Yeah. It looked fantastic. And then they tried to tell us.
No,
it was
his
the wrong-
knees
they tried
up.
to tell us the wrong 45. Because it was 15 yards to the spot of the kick. He's like, you don't should be back here. No, wrong
We're
45.
Dean, I'm guessing we're still here. So.
Yeah, and we've cleared the turnover.
Yeah, I just was wondering if they're going to go to break because of the injury.
Yeah.
But he's up and hopping off now, so we'll get them out.
Okay.
That's the left tackle, Cody Conway, being helped off the field for the DC defenders.
This is a bad injury for DC. They're already losing their starting center, Mike Maedi. All right, so they've got Ty Cleary, number 66, filling in at center. Cody Conway's the left tackle, and on that play, it was 72 TJ Storman giving up the sack and the fumble. Now you got Vegas in great field position. The second time they've had great field position. Let's see if they can capitalize this time.
So the second time they start in DC territory at the 2. First and goal for Vegas. Handing it off on the ground. DeAndre Torrey, and he is in there for a touchdown. Rod Woodson said we need to run the ball here in week 2, and it's the running game that gets him in the end zone first.
Well, now the decision comes on whether we want to go for 1, 2, or 3. If you're Vegas and offensive coordinator Dwayne Taylor, head coach Rod Woodson, you look at the numbers right there in terms of success rate, you may ask yourself, you know, what's the difference between these two right here? Well, really, from an offensive perspective, if you're going to go for 2 or 3, if you go for 3, you got more field and more space, but you're also then taking the run game likely out of it, which going for 2 here, I think they feel like they've got both in their arsenal.
We do not kick extra points here in the XFL. Here's Perez, flushed, stepping up, and he takes a shot. Reggie Northrup just laid him out. Let's send it down to Stormy.
Peter, how were you able to capitalize on the moment to set your team up like that?
I think it's my teammate did a great job covering down the field. I was just hoping to make the play, so I'm just grateful.
Well, I heard you're the life of the party. That was the life of the party moment.
I try. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love getting these guys. I wish he could have caught his breath, because we hear he is always on level 10. He's ready to roll.
He is. Tamu Penu, he came off the edge and he kind of gave TJ Storman, the offensive tackle, that ghost move, and Storman didn't even get his hands on him. And if you're Jordan Tamu, you better keep your head on a swivel tonight.
So the 2-point conversion, no good. Vegas leads it 6-0 here in the home opener for the Vipers. So Bailey Giffen set to kick things away for the Vipers, as Ezzard is the deep man for DC. Once Ezzard touched the ball, then both teams can move. Harry, what you got for us?
Just a great job by Peter beating his one-on-one blocks. This game is all about winning your one-on-one matchups, and he did a heck of a job winning his one-on-one matchups, getting to the quarterback, causing the strip fumble, guys.
All right, Harry, good stuff.
Harry, what's the vibe down there with DC? You know, they didn't get off to a fast start last week. What's it looking like down there right now?
Not a lot of energy, but these guys have an opportunity right now in this offensive possession to try to go out there and make something happen.
So because of the touchback, we want to see action. We're going to penalize you. They're going to start it at the 35-yard line if the ball goes through the end zone. That's to entice kickers to keep it in the field of play. Abram Smith gets a touch, trying to spin away from all the black jerseys, but he's going to be stopped for a loss of 1.
Hey, check it.
This is Fred Keiss, you're looking at, DC Defenders offensive coordinator.
Bunch right. Tee out. Red. Ready. Set, go.
2nd and 11. Tamu out of the shotgun pocket, collapses, delivers a strike. That's Chris Blair, and Blair's belted out of bounds, a gain of 10.
credit Jordan Ta'amu here for hanging in there, keeping his eyes downfield under duress and delivering a strike here. They got 3rd and short.
23.
Exactly what you want.
Ready. Set, go.
Ta'amu with the handoff to Smith. And Smith just does have enough for a 1st down.
Right, Alaska. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Hey, easy. 72. Ready, set, go.
1st and 10, Ta'amu finds Blair again. And they will move the chains, a gain of 10, stopped by Adam Sparks.
Nice little drive here for DC. Once again, the double slant. You hear Jordan Ta'amu say Alaska ice cream. He's given the count, letting the front know what the snap count's going to be.
Easy. 72.
72 is your play.
Ready, set, go.
Ta'amu throwing and overthrows his wide receiver Josh Hammond, incomplete.
Spread left.
So it's Fred Keiss on the right, the offensive coordinator, talking to his quarterback Ta'amu.
15 Denver.
15 Denver.
Squirrels.
15 Denver. Here we go. Ready, set, go.
2nd and 10, looking left, throwing into coverage, incomplete. We're looking for Hammond. That was Nigel Hill.
It was a really good play by Nigel Hill all over the route.
Flex right. Lion, Exxon.
X on. Line. Ready, set, go.
3rd and 10 for the defenders. Ta'amu trying to air it out. Incomplete. Hammond had a step on the defender. He was working against Hill again.
That would have had to have been a spectacular throw. That was a tight window along the sideline right there for Jordan Ta'amu, and an inability to convert and get ahead of the chains on that particular set of downs, halting this drive, which started out looking really promising.
Daniel Whelan on to punt things away for DC. Matthew Sexton is the deep man. That ball is just hanging up in the wind. Sexton calls for a failed catch. Vegas Vipers, and new quarterback in for the Vegas Vipers. Now, this was the plan on the 3rd series of the game. Brett Hundley, the former Green Bay Packers quarterback, 29-year-old out of UCLA, will take over. First play will hand off to Rod Smith, running over that right side. Good push.
See Brett Hundley there, the former UCLA star, as you mentioned, some time with the Green Bay Packers as a 5th-round draft choice. Joined Vegas late in camp, so didn't get the full complement of reps, and all of a sudden things started getting very, very competitive, inconsistent at quarterback a week ago in their loss. Figure it's time for him to get some snaps.
The option, they decide to hand off to Smith again, so we have not seen Hundley unleash and throw. What do you expect to see from Hundley? You said it, only 2 weeks, learning the terminology, learning a new team's playbook.
Well, he's a tremendous threat to run.
He go left. See in.
That's Dwayne Taylor, the offensive coordinator at Vegas, trying to get the play into Brett Hundley. You know, number one, you got to learn the offense, right? And then you got to get the rep, and you got to be comfortable. But he's a great athlete. He's got all the arm talent you need, and he's a threat to run at all times.
3rd and 2, Hundley is going to throw, back shoulder throw, but could not hold on to make the catch. Incomplete. That was Martavis Bryant, the former Pittsburgh Steeler.
Martavis Bryant's got to make this play. Harry, that's the perfect back shoulder throw. It can't be covered, man.
So 2nd 3 and out for the Vegas Vipers offense. Michael Carrizosa, he will punt this one away. Ezzard trying to find a lane up the middle. And the crossover at the 35. Week 2, the XFL continues tomorrow with the Brahmas and the Guardians on ESPN at 4 Eastern, followed by the Renegades and Roughnecks on ESPN 2 at 7 Eastern. Both games are also available on ESPN+. I know it's still early on, week 2.
Yep.
Any team has stood out so far here in the XFL for you?
The games have been so competitive. If you're just going to look at a scoring discrepancy, Houston obviously was very impressive in their win versus Orlando, but we're going to see a much better football in the next 2 to 3 weeks as these teams start to come together.
Tomo looking to set up the screen off the mark. He's trying to find Lucky Jackson.
Just right. Yeah, 22.
Shoot. 22,
22 boss.
Why shoot?
22 boss.
4 straight incompletions for this DC offense.
Ready, set, go.
Tomo will throw it and finds his tight end, Ethan Wolf. And Wolf will rumble down, tackled by Sparks.
Heard that call, 22 boss, why shoot? 22 is going to be their inside zone run to the right, even numbers. And then the why shoot was just leaking the tight end out there to the flat.
Here we go.
Rain is starting to fall here in Vegas.
Good. Ready, set, go.
3rd and 2, Tomo, quarterback keeper. Look at that lane open up on the left side, still on his feet. Gets out of bounds inside the 40. A pickup of 20 yards on 3rd down.
Well, as we said when we came on air, this is a team that can play like they're a college team, meaning that the quarterbacks are going to be live, they're going to be involved in the run game. Haven't seen De'Aaron King yet, but you see the athleticism from Jordan Ta'amu right there, keeping Vegas defense on their toes.
For DC, that was their longest play of the season, a 20-yard run by Ta'amu.
Ready, set, go.
Wolf, the man in motion. They go on the ground, that's Raquel Armstead. Just a gain of 1. All right, as this weather starts to come in, the wind's getting stronger, the rain comes down, how does that impact the game?
Well, I think the wind and the wind and the moisture together impact every facet, particularly the kicking game, and then of course quarterback play. You see the winds gusting pretty good there. So let's see how well Jordan Ta'amu handles this. And if you've got big hands as a quarterback, you've got an advantage in weather.
Hey, red, easy. Red. 5-0. Ready, set, go.
2nd and 9, Ta'amu handles the low snap, scanning the field, looking left, jumping is Chris Blair, hauling it in. He'll be a yard short. This is defensive coordinator Chris Dishman for the Vegas Vipers.
Tornado on what? Tornado. Yes. Tornado one wide. Tornado one wide. Tornado one wide.
Eligible player.
Quarterback. 16, let's go. Come on.
Timeout, DC. First charge of the game.
All right, Tom.
30-second timeout.
A little confusion on offense on 3rd and short.
Thank you.
What's the play here if you're DC?
Well, I would use quarterback run. And you're hearing right now, you're hearing a lot of frustration on behalf of the offensive players for DC because they're not getting the call in quickly. And you saw some confusion at the line of scrimmage. And keep in mind, the quarterbacks and other players, they have the audio. You hear Coach Fred Keiss right there.
16 quarterback power.
And what the quarterback's saying is, we've got to get the play in quicker, right?
Yeah.
Players are saying to the quarterback, how come I'm not getting the call? So it's a trickle-down effect here, but I would definitely include quarterback run as an option right here. Get an extra hat, force Vegas to have to defend the quarterback.
I mean, this is why the XFL is so cool. We get this kind of access to know exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
You got it.
Ready.
That's the tight end Wolf in motion on 3rd and 1. Ta'amu, the keeper, lowers his shoulder. Let's see where the spot is. The far side judge has him short. It's going to be 4th down.
I think you go for it. You've got distinct wind that's coming at the face of the kicker. You go for this.
With Robert Windsor there on the stop for Vegas.
Same thing, coach. No, no. Here we go. Skins.
28. Let's go. 28.
Going to be wide zone to the right.
Play clock winding down. It's at 1. They get it off. Handoff. That's Armstead. And a late penalty flag.
73 hold. Holding. Offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
That's called against Rod Taylor.
Be hot coming back.
Not only is that a hold, that's what I'd call a tackle.
You know, the stadium was originally built for the rodeo.
Yeah.
Just kind of get the rope out and bring it down.
Yeah, lasso them. Well, that's a shame, too, because you're going to convert right there. You impose your will in the run game on back-to-back plays. Instead, you get a penalty, and now you're punting the ball away. The good news is if you're DC on defense, you're going to have field position.
Now Daniel Whalen on to punt things away. Must keep it in the field of play. If it goes out of bounds or through the end zone, it'll be brought up to 35. Fair catch caught. Thing that you feel like a call that was missed.
That's what I love about it. Anything, if you think that, hey, wait a minute, you guys didn't get that right, we want to challenge that play, got to have a timeout to do it. But I just love that. Any play is free game.
Brett Hundley back at quarterback. He will toss it to his running back, John Lovett. Lovett, a gain of 3. So we talked to Rod Woodson before the game. We asked him, how much are you going to use Brett Hundley? He said, I don't know. It's up to him.
The look on his face when you asked him, though, was great. Because he was like,
Hey!
How good's he going to play?
They can't hear! Our guys can't hear. It's been 3 drives now.
So Hundley here for a second drive. They go back to the ground with Lovett.
You hear Rod Woodson right there not happy with the audio, folks, because when the offensive coordinator, he's speaking into the quarterback, he's speaking into the other players, have the audio in their helmet. They've got to be able to hear what the play is and what's coming and any adjustments that need to be made. So something not right now with the comms, and Rod Woodson not happy about it on the Vegas sideline.
Because the headset already went out for offense. So if anything go wrong with the defense. Okay. They don't have it either.
So you just heard it. In fairness, they're going to turn them off for both teams. 3rd and 6. Vegas is 0 for 2 on 3rd downs, and Hundley's going to call a timeout.
Vegas has called their first charge timeout of the game. Be 30 seconds in length.
So how does that complicate things now with the communications down?
Fairly significantly, and obviously they were struggling to get the play in because Brett Hundley had to just call a timeout because the play clock was winding down and you're backed up in your own end zone. So you got to have a secondary way of getting your plays. You heard Rod Woodson say, we got to have signals for everything. Our wideouts got to be looking to the sideline, looking to the coaches. But really, the quarterback's got to get everybody lined up, right? The quarterback, you don't have a ton of crowd noise. The quarterback can get that out to everybody if he's good with his voice and he's got some sense of urgency and he doesn't let the play clock get down.
Let's take a look at our Week 3 XFL schedule. Next Saturday night, 0-2 Sea Dragons take on the Vipers right here on FX. The next Sunday, 2-0 Battlehawks square off against the Defenders at 1 Eastern. That is our game. I can't wait for that one. Then it's the Guardians and Renegades. Both of those are on FX. The Brahmas and Roughnecks Captain today on ESPN2 and ESPN Deportes at 8 Eastern. Every game also available on ESPN+. Empty backfield for Hundley on 3rd and 6. Hundley with all kinds of time. Crossing route to Sweeting is complete. And that's enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to make sure we got signals because the headset already went out for the offense. Okay. So if anything go wrong with the defense.
Turn them off for both teams. They turn them off? They turn them both off so that's even.
Okay.
They don't have it either.
Okay.
Rod Woodson just making sure everything's going according to plan.
Fair is fair.
Will keep it, throws through a window. That's complete to his tight end, Brandon Dillon.
It's interesting listening to Rod Woodson yesterday when we met with him. And he was mentioning the things that Greg Williams does on defense and all the movement and the post-snap disguising. And he said, but you know what? There's always a hole. There's always something that's unsound. We have to find that hole, and the quarterback's got to be decisive and get the ball out. So far, that's what Brett Hundley looks to be doing.
Rod Woodson also told us we didn't really use our tight ends in week 1. We feel like they're a matchup nightmare. There's the toss coming across the formation to Badette. Badette, the speedster, will get out of bounds with a first down. Jeff Badette, the 6'1" wide receiver out of Oklahoma. 2 touchdowns in week 1 for the Vipers.
Yeah, 6 catches for 81 yards. He was really the go-to guy, and particularly in the first half.
Cheat. Can you hear it? Cheat, Sam.
Play clock is down. They get the snap off. DeAndre Torrey plunges ahead. Gets a couple on first down. The quarter is winding down here in Vegas. With a running clock, this game moves. At the end of 1.
There is some value on the board early, I think, already this season, fellas.
Stormy, for people who are new to betting, can you explain that plus 350? What does that mean?
Yes, plus 350 basically just means if you bet $100, you win $350 back. Pretty simple.
There we go.
I like that.
Good stuff, Stormy.
I got you.
There you go. Love it. We're going to be coming back to you for some more as well. You know, in our last break, you heard the head coach, Reggie Barlow of DC, having to inform his staff that, hey, their radios are down, so our radios are down too, huh?
You got to shut your coach to player down because theirs is off over there. All right.
Oh, so you just cut it off? That's what he don't. Hey, coach. He said theirs is off over there, coach, so ours is off.
DC head coach Reggie Barlow getting the news.
Yeah, and I think this is where your leaders on defense, your communicators, and then I referenced the quarterback on offense. They have to become a pivotal part of the play-in, play-out strategy because they've got to communicate to everybody else if you're not getting the audio in your helmet.
So Las Vegas, their first 3 drives, they had 7 total plays. On this drive, this is the 7th play coming as Brett Hundley trying to get more and more comfortable in this offense. DC bringing a safety into the box here on 3rd and 7. Here comes the pressure. Hundley putting some air underneath. Incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the former 5-year NFL vet, couldn't haul it in. Hundley tried to give his guy a chance. Geronimo Allison, 29 years old, played 4 years with Green Bay, 1 year with Detroit. His last year was in 2021. So many former NFL guys using the XFL as an opportunity to try to get back to the NFL. Punting into the wind. Fair catch called for after a wobbly football. That's his hazard. The DC offense will come back out on the field.
You know, one of the things about this league that obviously makes it so unique and so much fun is the access and the audio and hearing the mics. You look at the wind conditions here. But because the comms are down for both teams, you know what we have is we have a coordinator on both sides of the ball. We've got a quarterback mic, but if you have no comms, we can't hear it. So in case you're wondering why it is we haven't been able to bring you that audio, hopefully they'll be able to get the comms back up for both sidelines, and we'll get back to XFL action here.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, there, go.
We still got our mics working. That's Ta'amu. And that one's batted down, incomplete.
58 bucks. Get the bucks, 58 bucks.
16. Pitch. 16 pitch. 16 pitch. Pitch, pitch. Hey, easy. 82. 82. Ready? Set go.
Ta'amu with the four-man rush, protected, almost intercepted. A dangerous throw by Ta'amu.
No, there have not been a lot of open windows for Jordan Ta'amu. I mean, everybody has been blanketed here in the better part of the first quarter as we enter into the second quarter. Credit Vegas on defense. Jordan Ta'amu's had to throw into some tight windows.
Ta'amu 4 for 11 today, 36 yards.
Ready? Back up.
Here he is on 3rd and 10. Trying to go deep into double coverage and overthrows his man, Josh Malone. That was Keelan Kennedy running step for step with the wide receiver.
Was that X pick there? That safety stayed.
See Jordan Ta'amu, you hear him talking with an assistant coach there, asking if he had the X in.
This last one.
I came across like.
Wheelan will kick it away to Sexton. Sexton fields at the 29, tries to reverse field, but is taken down. Vegas.
Huntley did a great job going through his progressions. Also, his wide receivers need to do a better job helping him out as well.
Rod Smith on the carry. He's going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, I think these wideouts, they gotta continue to try to push the ball downfield. They've dinked and dunked a little bit. Brett Hundley's been pretty efficient in that regard. But I also think he needs to use his legs.
Harry, what are you feeling down there on the field with this wind? Is that affecting quarterbacks out here?
Yeah, it is. You can even see when they're throwing go routes, the ball is tailing towards the out-of-bounds line. So the wind is definitely a factor right now in this game. Both of these teams might have to lean a little bit more on the run game. So let's see what happens.
Hundley avoids the rush. Look at those moves. He should have been stopped for a loss. Instead, he picks up 4.
This was one of those instances, Harry just referenced it, where Greg Williams decided to look like they were going to pressure and then drop out, and you've got guys everywhere.
Vegas is 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. Here's 3rd and 7. Hundley throwing off of his back foot. He's got a receiver. But Jeff Badette could not reel it in.
Harry, that ball got hung up there in the wind, just like you referenced.
Yeah, it did. It was a great job by Badette on a 3-man wheel. Lined up at number 3. He wheeled out, got a pick from his wide receiver, but the wind really caused the football not to get to him. A missed opportunity for the Vegas Vipers offensively.
Carrizosa on to punt again for Vegas. That ball just hung up in the wind. Ezzard, he has to come up a good 10 yards to make that fair catch. Man, this wind is something right now. How about a little NBA action? What an ABC Sunday Showcase doubleheader we got for you. The Bucks host the Suns at 1 Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain. And then LeBron and the Lakers are in Dallas, taking on Luka, Kyrie, and the Mavs. So many storylines in both of these matchups. Tune in, coverage starting with NBA Countdown at 12:30 Eastern. All right, so if you're DC, you come out on offense, you've got the wind now at your back. How do you use that to your advantage?
Well, if you're going to throw it downfield, it's going to give you an opportunity for the ball to carry well, which hasn't been the case for Vegas. But what I think they got to do is get back to some more quarterback run stuff. They've been very successful with that.
Ta'amu avoids the rush and will slide down. Picks up 2.
See the numbers there for Jordan Ta'amu.
Spread right, 16, pitch, 16.
Nickel 58 stay. Nickel 58.
This may be quarterback run here. You hear those?
Tight three.
Easy. I'm good. 71.
Oh.
tight. Z-man.
This is a play check.
Yellow. Ready.
Play clock's at 1. Just does get it off. 2nd and 8. Ta'amu completes that one to Hammond. Hammond will be dragged down by Roberts. Let's check in with Stormy.
Hey, Brett, we've noticed that the wind has certainly kicked up here in the last little bit. How has that affected you?
I think we're doing pretty fine. We just got to come down. We got some good checks in there, and we're doing what we got to do. We just got to come down with it, and the wind's affecting a little bit, but I think we're doing fine.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Ready. Set, go.
He didn't really want to tell us what's going on. On the ground is Armstead, and he is tackled for no gain.
Don't think you want to admit that the wind caused that ball to hang on him last time. That should have been a completion to Jeff Badette.
One Robert. Nickel shade, one Robert.
If you're going
Trish right.
right to left and you have the wind at your back,
22, boss.
and you get an field goal position, you got to take the points. This is how this thing's going to play out.
Running clock here ticks under 9 minutes here in this first half. Ta'amu, he gives it to Armstead, a speed burst. He'll be brought down after a gain of 5 by Juwan Johnson.
Nickel 58 buzz. Nickel 58 buzz. Nickel 58 buzz.
Twist left.
Fat 58.
Hey, fat 58 here. Fat 59, yellow.
Offensive coordinator on the right, defensive coordinator on the left, playing a little chess right now.
Ready, set, go.
3rd and 5. Ta'amu, pump fake, rolling to his right, directing traffic. Another pump fake. That bought him some more time, and he got the first down. What a run by Jordan Ta'amu, and we have a late penalty flag as he's pushed out of bounds.
I thought he was out of bounds when he hit him there. Did you get a look?
I did not get a look. I was looking at the spot. We got a spot for a first down.
Okay. I got a late hit out of bounds, number 20.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, defense, number 20. 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. Includes an automatic first down.
That's Vegas's Juwan Johnson. You know what I love about having the referees mic'd up? It humanizes them. We understand. They make mistakes. They don't catch every little thing, but they come together, and here's the penalty.
And that's a good call.
They got it right.
He's clearly out of bounds, and I think Dean Blandino, would agree in that regard as it relates to that.
Ready, set, go.
New set of downs for DC. Handing off to Abram Smith. Can't get over that right edge. Picks up a couple.
But you're right, John. Hearing those officials get huddled up, discuss the call, realizing it's not as black and white as sometimes we all think it is.
And I think as fans, having insight on the process, we understand how hard of a job the officials have.
No doubt.
Back on the other side.
This side. Easy, 18.
Let's go.
Ready.
3 seconds.
Quarterback run.
Ta'amu does get it off, rolls out to the right, he'll keep it himself, sees nothing down, and he will just get down. The defense saw that the entire way.
No question about it.
Trish left. Yellow. 1 under.
Yellow's going to be your protection, so it's going to be a slide protection to the left.
Ready. Set, go.
8th play of the drive on 3rd and 9. Ta'amu rips one and completes it to Lucky Jackson.
Here we go.
And he's got enough for a first down.
Harry, nice curl route right here. What would you tell this wideout to do? It's the most important thing to do on a curl route.
Especially out here with these conditions, it's raining.
Them for most of all.
They've been opportunistic doing so. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
So Vegas from their own 1. We got some penalty flags.
I had a tackle move, and I had 77. 77, so I had tackle, offense. All right, so half the distance, we keep it. Ball start, offense, number 77. Penalties half the distance, the goal remains first down.
Tom, you said something earlier. You said points are going to be at a premium here tonight.
I really think they are. I mean, depending on which direction you're going, it is a really stiff wind that's going right to left, and we don't know how much more damp it's going to become. What that will do to the field surface.
Luis Perez back in at quarterback, rolling out. Here in the XFL, you just need 1 foot in bounds, but that was incomplete. Looking for the tight end, Travis Kuntz.
Well, that was close. That was close. It was a really well-thrown ball, too, by Luis Perez.
Same call. Hard count alert again. Hard count alert again. Track the ball, Francis.
It's not super clear, but I've got the tough. It's good rolling. Second down.
2nd and 10 on the ground. Jump cut, plenty of space. Rod Smith got a blocker in front. And Vegas out from their own end zone off the huge run by Rod Smith. Gain of 25.
Yeah, the big power back downhill, shoulder square, makes that one cut, exploits the cutback lane, and then it's trying to find out who he's going to run over. Because he's not going to be a guy that's going to be jumping around and slashing. He's looking for people to steamroll.
Back to the ground with Smith. That last run by Smith, 25 yards. That was their first rush of this season by more than 10 yards. And we talked to Rod Woodson. He really needed this running game on the ground to get going tonight.
Pay attention, okay? Yep. I want Bear, Cub, 2 lurk. Bear, Cub, 2 lurk. Cleveland.
All right, you heard Greg Williams with 2 lurk. All right, now he made that call last week. It's cover 2, 2 high safeties, and the corners are going to lurk. They're going to bait. They're going to bait the quarterback into thinking that they've got an open window.
Keep it on the ground. This is DeAndre Torrey. No gain.
We were mentioning Rod Smith, 6'3", 235. I mean, he is a load at running back for Las Vegas.
All right, listen up. Dabo plus Will, 2 lurk. Dabo plus Will, 2 lurk.
Here we go.
So the secondary for DC, they're backing up on 3rd and 7. And here come the penalty flags.
Still going to be 3rd down, though. Yeah. Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's Joshua Allen. So it'll still be 3rd down after that 5-yard penalty.
Eagle queen,
Single press.
Jacks.
See, single press. All the defenders are pressed up at the line of scrimmage, and there's one deep safety that's way back here at about the 45-yard line.
Handoff is to Smith. This is the big back. They chop him down at his legs. He falls forward. Where's the spot? He's going to be short, taken down by Joshua Allen.
Good, Andy. Clear it out. Nobody behind.
Fourth down. What we got?
All right, here we go. Hey, straight left. Hey, straight left. 24. Straight left, 24.
Virginia.
Let's go.
Virginia, here we go.
Offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. They give it back to Smith, and he got the yard they needed.
That's what that big back's there for. Push the pile, lower the shoulder. Really well done.
There's the 2-minute warning
for the first half.
We will step aside. First half. Vegas in their first game only 25 yards on the ground. Tonight they got 50 yards. Harry, what's the difference you're seeing?
Well, I think the offensive line is playing better than they did in week 1. They're getting the push. When we met with the coaches this week, head coach Rod Woodson and also offense coordinator Wayne Taylor, that's one of the things that they pointed out is that they want to run the ball more effectively. It was very imperative on that drive, backed up when you have a defensive coordinator like Greg Williams who loves to send pressure. Great run by Rod Smith. Now they got things going on the ground.
Try to get that screen set up to Badette, but it was Santos Ramirez. ending that threat.
Santos Ramirez is a guy that Greg Williams loves. He said he's the leader. He's the quarterback of the defense. Maybe their best overall football player pound for pound.
3-year starter at Arkansas. 2nd and 9. Here's the flip. Sweeting reversing course. Now back up the middle. He is taken down from behind. That was Joe Wallace, defensive tackle, tracking him down.
Really well done by Sweeting that time, because that looked like it could have been a 7-yard loss. Turns into a 5-yard gain. 4.5, really.
Clock continues to run as we approach a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 6 coming up for Vegas. Here come the penalty flags again.
Receiver there. Yeah, but he had a false start on a guy that's not protected, so we're going to go that way.
So if they jump, what's that go?
False start. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's the wide receiver.
Second run off here. We have
Alex over the clock running. Options. There'll be a 10-second subtraction. Please reset the game clock to 42 seconds.
Rod Woodson on the Vipers sideline feels like that hard couch getting DC to jump, and it's not being called. Doesn't agree with that officiating call.
I mean, we definitely saw a lot of movement up front defensively.
No question.
Direction DC has declined the 10-second runoff. 52 seconds should be on the clock.
Hey, what do you got over there? What do you got?
Please reset the game clock to 56 seconds. 5-6, 56 seconds.
Fire's hit.
They stop this play before it gets started.
It's at 56 seconds.
They just want to make sure they get the game
snap.
clock set before they snap it. So Perez was talking to his receiver, Sweeting. What were they trying to get on the same page about?
Hey,
hold on just 1 second. Let's hear this call.
You got
Hey, he can't hear
going
you.
underneath Jeff, 10-yard post.
Same call,
Slap,
same call.
Slap. Hey, scat right scan, scat right scan,
Hey,
slap.
scat right scan.
Hey,
Coking.
going,
face.
Jeff going first, Martavis. Jeff going first.
Here we go. Fire's hit.
3rd and 11. They pick up the blitz. Perez rolling out to his left. He's going to try to get it with his legs, and he doesn't get there.
Alert, alert, they may be going for it, get ready. Eagles, Jacks. Punt team, punt team, punt team, punt team.
Now, under 2 minutes, the clock does stop when you get out of bounds. The clock is stopped at 49 seconds, and you hear special teams coming out.
Yeah, now you're going to see if they can get any type of return from DC. Jaquez Ezzard there as the return man. Get some field position. Remember the last drive, really, really good. Ended in a turnover on the 1-yard line.
We do have a flag.
Delay game. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
DC.
Delay.
So after the delay game, they back him up 5 yards. And Carrizosa is set to punt this one away with 49 seconds to play in this first half.
I think all of you live in D.C. Freaking all you cats.
Tell us how you really feel, Rob Woodson.
Not happy with the officials right now.
A booming spiral. Ezzard fields it at his 15. He is tackled, brought down at the 25. Well, DC, they've had their chances, but a bunch of miscues in this first half.
Yeah, they've really kind of self-destructed. You see it there in pass protection. Turn the ball over there on the 2-yard line, led to the only Las Vegas touchdown. Now it's 4th and 1. You get a holding call after you convert. And this, after what was the best drive of the night for DC, ending in a turnover and a fumble on the 1-yard line. So where Rod Woodson on that Vegas sideline might not like what the officials are doing, DC's taking care of business, making their own mistakes.
1st and 10. Ta'amu, he's flushed out. He will slide down. Picks up a first down.
Red. Ready. Tackle.
Almost intercepted. Mr. Harriel was the defender. They were looking for Lucky Jackson.
Watch Mr. Harriel. He kind of falls into this and doesn't realize that the receiving target's really coming from the outside in. If he wouldn't have been drifting backwards, he catches that football. And what a mistake right there, and fortunate for Jordan Ta'amu.
23 seconds to play in this first half. Ta'amu
has made their fair share tonight as well.
3rd and 10, 4-man rush. Over the middle, out of the backfield is Abram Smith, the running back, and he'll pick up the first down, getting into Vegas territory.
Now DC.
Abram, good job.
DC has called their second charge from out of the half. It's 30 seconds.
So, Tom, here we go. With 12 seconds to play, DC stops the clock, and they still have one timeout remaining.
Yep, and this is where you get a couple of calls, hopefully utilize the sideline so you can get that clock stopped without having to call your what would be your last timeout.
Choice again.
Listen into their strategy here.
Choice again. He can run that corner. Run that short. Hey, that circus route. At the blank cloud. Choose right. X choice. Choose right. Red. X choice.
Now the key to remember here, they've got the wind at their back.
They do. And again,
hey, go right here. Yeah, go see him.
Depending on the clock, you have to have that field goal unit ready to roll and get out on that field immediately.
Here we go. Red.
12 seconds to play in this first half. DC with one timeout left. And they blow this play dead.
It's going to be on Lucky Jackson, receiver at the top of your screen.
I'll start offense number 11. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
Yeah, it's a shame. A little false start at the top, and now you lose that field position.
To 12 seconds. Thank you.
Here we go, on the ball. Choose right, rocket. Red. Here we go. Over the ball. Ready. Set, go.
On 1st and 15, Ta'amu pressured at his feet, and the ball is out. Scooped up by Vegas. That's Vic Beasley. Yes, the Vic Beasley, the former Pro Bowler, picks up the fumble for Vegas.
Really on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. Las Vegas.
You take a look at the pressure here. It comes right up the middle between the tackle and the guard. And then Vic Beasley, Johnny on the spot, comes up with the scoop and is able to get out of bounds with 1 second left. Again, you're kicking against the wind, but you put yourself in a position to get some more points. Potentially go up 9 here at half.
So Bailey Giffen will come on to attempt a 39-yard field goal. He's 0 for 1 so far this season. Talk about another DC miscue. Can Vegas put more points on the board before the half? Snap is clean, kick is up. And he missed it.
That's the end of the first half. Timeout.
Laces in. Laces were into the kicker of Giffen, and he pulls it wide left. Stormy, what do you got for us?
Well, Coach Woodson, your defense has come up with 3 turnovers, but just 6 points on the board and the missed kick there. What do you think of your squad?
You can't leave points on the board. We did it last week. They got to learn from this. We'll keep growing. We'll keep getting better.
What has your defense done to frustrate DC on the other side?
We play fast. Yeah, we call defenses, but they all get to the ball. They all play together. They want to be the best.
I know a big point of emphasis for you coming into today was to get the run game moving. How would you evaluate that part of your game?
Still evaluating.
Thank you, John.
Okay, thanks, Stormy. He keeps it real.
I like reserve judgment. Still evaluating.
I like that. Well, we've seen all kinds of weather here in this first half of the home opener for Vegas Vipers. Their defense, they are just getting after it. DC of the third quarter. Take a listen to the sounds of the game so far in this first half.
Hey, you have... Oh, no one has a mic. I know, but he's I get it, so just keep repeating when he goes. No, he's not telling me yet. Okay, so just talk. We're good. Shut up. How am I supposed to talk when he's not giving me the play? Whoa, I thought they were going to bell.
Yeah. No, I'm going to take you with those chicks. She just sat there.
Okay.
Lucky. You in circus route, right?
I'll be in circus.
Yeah, that's good route.
Safety stayed on the hash.
Yeah, that's good route. Good route.
Yeah.
Straight?
Yeah.
All right. No helmet's a helmet, no?
Get out there.
Slot fade. My guy ran a hitch to pick. That was designed. Yeah, that was designed. They know we press. That's right.
No, he dropped it! He dropped it! How can we get screwed at our home stadium?
Half. Returner has touched it, so both teams can go. Ezer trying to spin away. He is dropped at the 25-yard line. So Cashman Field, built back in 1947, originally used for football and the rodeos. Started with the Las Vegas Wranglers. We have minor league baseball here. We got minor league soccer here. Now we got professional football here at Cashman Field, downtown Las Vegas. If we didn't have weather, I'm sure this place would have been packed. Stormy, am I right?
Just Las Vegas native. It is so cool to have another professional sports franchise here. It has grown and grown. Everybody told me growing up that sports would never work here. We have the Raiders, we have the WNBA, we have the Vegas Golden Knights, and now we have the Vegas Vipers, so it's pretty awesome.
We got G League Ignite. We got a professional basketball team. I'm telling you, this is turning into the sports capital of the world. I've been here 2 years. More and more people are moving to Las Vegas. This is the place to be.
That's for sure. A lot of people are moving to Las Vegas. Let's see what this DC offense can dial up.
There we go. Start of the third quarter for DC. Ta'amo looking to sling it. He'll find his tight end. That's Ethan Wolf. He lowers the blow, picks up 12 yards.
Spread left, spread left.
See Jordan Ta'amu having to control that throw because of how wet it is out there right now.
17 Gucci.
You tend to aim the ball.
Here we go. Ready, set, go.
Ta'amu with the quarterback keeper. He picks up 5.
Spread left. Yellow. Spread left. Wide Cleveland. Wide Cleveland. Yellow, yellow, yellow. 5-0, 5-0. Ready. Set, go.
2nd and 5. Ta'amu on the money. Completes that one to Lucky Jackson. Nobody touched him. He's still going. Lucky Jackson. No signal.
I have him getting up. I have him not touched down, but getting up.
Still waiting for some kind of confirmation. Was he down or is that a touchdown?
A touchdown. So you've got a touchdown. Really on the field's a touchdown then.
Jason, we're going to put him down. I've got a touch. I'll give you the spot.
Okay.
We've got a spot at the plus 46. Plus 46.
Look at it!
Okay, after review, the runner was down at the 46-yard line. Could be first down.
Dean Blandino in the command center. Dean, you were so quick to find that one.
Yeah, we knew that it was going to be close because he got up just as he was being touched. Officials did a nice job. You don't want to kill it if you're not sure. And then we had a really good look to show that he was down and he was touched by the defender.
Good stuff.
Tackle.
Ta'amu looking to take off again. Rasheed Martin with the stop up front for Vegas, a loss of 1. Noticing anything differently offensively for DC to start this third quarter?
I think that getting Jordan Ta'amu involved in the run game like they did early is important. And if you're going to throw it, you got to pick your spots because it's not going to be easy to just play pitch and catch with these conditions.
After the loss at 2nd and 11, handoff is to Armstead. Breaks through some arm tackles and eventually blasted down.
I like DC's ability to run the football right now, and under these conditions, securing the football is going to be critical. But DC's got to capitalize. They've gotten into the red area a couple of times, come away with no points so far tonight.
Ace left, Y under. Red, Y under. Hey, easy, yellow. Yellow. Ready. Tackle.
Let's see if the defenders can convert here on 3rd and 7. Ta'amu, that one got up. Complete to his tight end, Wolf, but he did not get there, a couple yards short of the marker.
Here we go.
It's a high throw right there. Ethan Wolf securing that football. That could have turned into a back-end interception.
14 Denver. Squirrel.
I mean, you saw right out of his hand that ball sailed.
Oh, it did. I like this decision, though. I like this. You've got to get some points. Sustained drives.
14 Denver. Ready. Tackle.
4th and 2. Ta'amu. It was a quarterback run the whole way, and he got it and then some. Ta'amu taking the defenders on his back. He picks up 9.
Got an injured player on the field. Take a look at this from the Skycam view. Really good play call. Quarterback draw. Jordan Ta'amu, good athlete, big size, and again, quarterback run game. You've got a lot of advantages. Look, take a look. You know, you've got to contend with an extra blocker because now your running back becomes a lead blocker. All right, and the defense now has to play 11 on 11. What are the disadvantages? Obviously, you're subjecting your quarterback to getting hit and potential injury.
So Marwin Evans is the player down for Vegas right now, as he is being attended to. Rod Woodson told us week 1 they were so fortunate to avoid any major injuries. And it's good to see Evans sit up.
Yeah, no doubt. It's 2 injured players we've seen from Vegas here on this drive.
Yeah. Flex right line. Flex right line. Go, Blair. Flex right line.
So a good drive put together by DC to start this third quarter.
Hey, easy. Hey, line. Ready. Tackle.
1st and 10. Ta'amu looking to throw. 1-and-1 coverage on the outside. Incomplete. Was looking for Chris Blair. It was good coverage there by Adam Sparks.
Hey, Lisa.
Almost secures that ball.
Vegas did not get off the field.
Timeout, Vegas, timeout.
So the Vipers forced to call a timeout as DC was trying to go fast.
Ref, they sub.
Then we get the sub.
I know. We're allowing it.
Be clear, remains second down.
I'm not mad. I'm just
running a wheel. Wayne said you scored a signal and they're running a wheel route over this place.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of want Vegas every week because I want to listen to Rod Woodson. He just keeps it real.
He ain't been too happy.
Tom rolling out, lofting it up, and Josh Hammond could not reel it in.
If he could have secured that ball, that would have been a catch. Really well thrown ball that time from Jordan Ta'amu. Again, 3rd and 10. I still think you're in 4-down territory here and try to get half of this back here if you're DC on offense.
3rd and 10. Here comes the pressure from the outside. Picked up nicely, and Ta'amu is just sandwiched down. Big hit. Vic Beasley was in there on the tackle.
So this is where the wind and the moisture, it's going to affect the snapper, the holder, the kicker, the footing. See if DC can come away with some points here.
So Bailey Giffen is on to attempt a 47-yard field goal. The whistles will blow this one down dead before
between the 20 and the goal line.
Right, the penalty is because it did not reach the 20-yard line. A penalty against DC. Vegas takes over from the 45. On the ground is Rod Smith. He's the big back out of Ohio State. And a good pickup on first down.
Number 86 was covered. Illegal formation number 86 was covered. So 5-yard previous. Illegal formation offense. Number 86 was eligible to cover. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3 feet first down.
That was the tight end Brandon Dillon.
We got sub. We're hot.
It's a shame for Vegas to get off the offensive series on a really good play on the ground where you're hoping you're going to get some things going on the ground because the air game may not be there tonight with this type of rain and wind.
Brett Hundley is in there at quarterback to start this 3rd quarter for Vegas. He's going to try to use his legs. And this was one of the things the coaches told us about Hundley. He gives a different dynamic to this team because he can take off.
Yeah, I mean, he and Luis Perez are 2 entirely different types of players in terms of style. And Brett Hundley's a big player, too. He's a physical runner. You see some explosiveness there as well.
Brett Hundley got significant playing time in the NFL in 2017. That's when Aaron Rodgers broke his collarbone. He started 9 games for the Packers. Hundley pressured. He's going to step up again. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be stopped for a 2-yard loss. That was Darrell Owens blowing things up.
Here we go. Jack the back. Single press. Jack the back. Single press. All right. Here we go. On. Check with me. Real left. On. Check with me.
Here's Greg Williams.
Check with me, quarterback. Hey. Here we go. Hey. Hey. Blackbird. Hurry up, quarterback.
Play clock's winding down. It's at 2.
Vegas has called the first timeout in the half. It's a 30-second timeout.
So timeout Vegas. A little promo action. FX's Snowfall is back for its 6th and final season where a feud threatens to destroy the Saint family. Every Wednesday at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on FX. Also streaming on Hulu.
I think that last timeout, that was on Coach Dwayne Taylor, just taking too long to get the play in. You see Greg Williams there. He calls single press. That's going to be cover 1 man-to-man.
Screen alert. Screen alert. Now listen to me. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. We're going to go Ruby. Miami 0. Ruby. Eagle Jacks. Eagle Jacks. Miami 0. Eagle Jacks. Miami 0. All right.
So they're going to go cover 0, which is man-to-man, no safety help. But when you see the hands coming up, that means Greg Williams, he's anticipating we could have a screen, we could have something short. You get a batted ball, next thing you know, it may turn into an interception.
So the great starting field position, backed up with a penalty. Vegas faces a 3rd and 9 here. Hundley, they pick up the pressure and complete out of the backfield. It's John Lovett, the running back, brought down at the 20. Nicely done by Vegas, picking up 24.
They caught them in the perfect call because you got the running back leaking out of the backfield in man-to-man coverage. That's the middle linebacker that's got to get all the way over to Lovett. Just a really good throw and catch and a good play call against that coverage.
Just an outstanding job by the quarterback, understanding what's going on, where his reads are going to be against the cover 0 blitz, and delivering it for a first down.
No doubt, Harry. I thought that was really well executed as well.
I don't think we can underestimate the fact that Hundley has only been with this team for 2 weeks. 2 weeks with Vegas, and here he is with his first action here in this game too.
Yeah, and listen, he's absorbed a lot of football, right? He's been around a lot of offenses, so he comes in here, starts to take it all in. Oh yeah, I recognize that term. Well, yeah, I know what concept we're doing. Now you guys call it this? Okay, well that's fine.
Hundley scanning the field, eventually goes to his safety valve and Lovett. And Lovett has enough for a first down. Talked about a lot of football, Brett Hundley. Started at UCLA, a 5th-round pick, and then got significant playing time with the Packers.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of football. He's a tremendously successful player in the Pac-12 at UCLA and fairly dynamic runner. Really, really productive. And tonight, what we've seen so far, the more he's played, the better he's gotten.
So Kuntz is the fullback. Lovett will be the running back. They give him the touch. And he goes for no gain on first down.
This is smart. Vegas just kind of taking their time, right? They're in scoring position. They've got a 3-point lead. Make sure you secure the football here.
Fake the toss. Hundley trying to go back left. Will throw. End zone. Incomplete. That was the tight end Cam Sutton in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, just not a lot of time off the backfield action. The ball was low. Brett Hundley had to account for that. Just not able to set his feet and deliver a strike.
Rita. Bubble mat. Right, Rita. Right, Rita.
That clock winding down again. It's at 3. Hundley got to get going here. He doesn't see it. Delay a game.
Too long, son. You got the call.
Play game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Goal line 58. Goal line 58.
I think
that's on you, quarterback. Goal line 58.
And I hear what Coach Dwayne Taylor's saying there, but when there's a lot of voices in your ear, and remember in the NFL that audio goes off at the 15-second mark. It goes all the way to the snap in the XFL. So he's talking to him right now, and Brett Hundley's trying to make sure he gets everybody aligned and at the same time sees the play clock. So a lot going on for the quarterback in the XFL.
3rd and goal. Hundley will step up, and he'll be brought down at the 5. You pick up 6, and here comes the kicking unit on 4th and goal. So Giffen will come on to attempt a 23-yard field goal. In the wet conditions, and Giffen slips. No good. We said the weather was going to be a factor tonight, and we've seen it time and time again.
The more wet it gets out here, the more dangerous it's going to become. And it's going to be difficult to score in the kicking game. Reggie Barr.
He has nearly 40 years of coaching experience, and man, he can dial up some exotic blitzes.
If it's been invented on defense, he's running some form of it at DC, I can tell you that.
2nd and 4 at the time we run. That one looked like it sailed again coming out of his hands. Was that weather? And here's a penalty flag.
Flag down.
Sparks was the man in coverage for Vegas.
Let's go.
Man, rough. Come on.
So an incomplete pass.
PI, was that PI?
There's no foul for pass interference. 5-foot field position.
35.
I'll tell you what, Rod Woodson has been working these officials, and it seems like it just worked right there. They picked that flag up.
They did. He has been in their hip pocket, man.
Yellow, X-Man.
And to your point, you're right. The ball is sailing on Jordan Ta'amu big time tonight, and a lot of that is condition related.
3rd and 4. They pick up the pressure. That throw was on the money to Hammond. Hammond dives down for the first down.
22. Squirrel. 22. Let's go.
Inside zone to the right.
Here we go.
Raquel Armstead is going to get the ball here.
Just as you called, that was Armstead straight ahead.
Raquel Armstead, Harry.
He picks up 5 there.
It's interesting. You hear all of these calls, and football's so universal, you know? Whether it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 5 years ago.
Defensive injury.
Terminology has remained largely the same.
That's Mr. Harriel, the defender down for the Vipers right now. So Harriel getting back to his feet, he'll trot off the field. Harry, are you down there? I know you were talking about the field conditions earlier. With all this wet stuff coming down, has the field changed at all for you down there?
No, it hasn't. You actually don't see guys slipping at all. It's more so the wind blowing, the ball being soaking wet, guys making a lot of body catches instead of using their hands, which rightfully so, which some of the things you have to do when it's raining outside like it is right now.
And outside of the 2 kickers, Harry's right.
Derek King will hand it off there to Armstead. Yeah, we have seen the kickers slip, but yeah, Harry, to your point, many of the other players have had
receivers, DBs, yeah, running backs have been able to keep their footing.
Well, you asked for him. Derek King, he's making his appearance here in this 3rd quarter.
Now the question is, can Derek King throw the football downfield, and can the Vipers defend true quarterback run where Derek King is the designated runner?
Derek King, who started his career at Houston, finished it at Miami, will keep it himself. He is a threat with his wheels. Man, can he scoot.
Here we go.
That's what makes him so dangerous.
Pony left. No. Take him out. Hey. Pony left. 7. Pony
Rolling
left.
over. Little
17,
quarterback power.
Gucci Flame. 17. Gucci Flame.
I mean, he made picking up 9 yards look easy. 2nd and 1. Decides to hand this one to Armstead. And Armstead will deliver the blow to move the chains.
Look, I want flex right.
He was the X factor in week 1. Will he be the X factor here in week 2?
Right, Queen. 16.
So we're going to get more quarterback run right here. We're going to move the jet motion across. Derek King's going to run the football right here.
Hammond in motion. King will keep it himself. Man, Derek King, he is a problem right now.
Here we go. Pony. Get the other. No.
That's Fred Keiss, the offensive coordinator. He's getting cranked up now.
Let's go.
Clock continues to tick. 30 seconds to play here in this 3rd quarter.
Gucci Flame, 17. Gucci Flame.
I've heard that Gucci a lot tonight.
Putting some strain on this Vegas defense because now they can't just play pass coverage. They can't just play a light box. They have to defend the quarterback.
This one goes to Abram Smith. And the Vipers defense, they don't know which way it's coming at him. He gashes them. Another big gain. Picks up 17 yards. Now the clock does not stop when you get out of bounds here outside of the final 2 minutes.
Timeout.
Trying to find a seam. Nobody brings him down. Touchdown, DC defenders. We do have a penalty flag.
Try for one. Try for one.
Position one. Position one.
Position one. Try for one.
I apologize. No flag. Touchdown stands.
Now you notice DC here going for one because they've got the run game advantage. So now there's something that they can really utilize, gives them maybe better percentages here.
We do not kick extra points in the XFL. You go for 1, 2, or 3. You do one from the 2-yard line. Here's King. Dancing, and he is in there. Extra point is good.
Now you forced a Vegas touchdown. 3 is not going to cut it for Vegas to get back into this thing. Once again, D'Eriq King, the spark that this DC offense needed.
Tom, you called it. You called for him early. Here he is, making his impact felt.
You knew he was going to have to come in the game. I was really surprised we didn't see him at least one series in the first quarter and then more in the second. But right now, Vegas is on their heels. They have no answer, right? And again, it's interesting because the danger is you put your quarterback at risk. But when you've got 2 quarterbacks that you feel good about, he comes in as a change of pace. Boy, he's given this offense and this football team and this sideline for DC a spark.
And to Harry's point earlier, we've seen the weather impact the kickers, but everyone else on the field can handle this turf, and King is eating people up.
Yeah, and Harry was talking about running routes and keeping your chin over your toes and knowing how to keep your feet underneath you. It's the same thing for D'Eriq King when he's running the football.
Harry, who you got?
I'm here with quarterback D'Eriq King. You came in, you was the spark, the road runner. Beep, beep. Talk me through it, my man.
I think O-line did a great job. Everybody did a great job blocking downfield and made my job easy. I tried to go in and make a play.
What's the advantage that you have in the run game, being 5'9", 5'10", hiding behind your offensive line?
Yeah, I think a lot of people can't see me. A lot of linebackers can't see me when I'm back there making my cut, so I try to use that as an advantage and keep making plays.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Meet. Love it, Harry.
Vegas tried to get a little tricky on that special teams. Matthew Sexton.
By the way, that was dangerous because they tossed that ball. This rain is coming down, but as you're starting to see with the new kickoff rule, you'll start to see coaches try to find little weaknesses where they say, okay, maybe we can get an advantage here because the alignment has to be equal for everybody across the board, sideline to sideline, but I like a little razzle-dazzle, but boy, awfully dangerous tonight.
Luis Perez started this game. He had the first 2 series for Vegas. It seems like Brett Hundley has now taken over at quarterback. Came on in the 3rd series, and here he is throwing on first down. He will complete it. It's Travis Kuntz, the tight end. Gain of 9.
Little play action pass in the back with the backfield, and then a little quick pop pass to the tight end and Kuntz. Greg Williams, who's really given us a ton in terms of some of the things that he's doing, why he's doing it. Then you see the looks kind of play themselves out defensively for the guys in white there.
Ball is on the ground, and Hundley gets on top of it. Terrell Owens, the guy to make the tackle in the backfield.
That low snap right there, likely a result of these conditions here, but now you hear Coach Dwayne Taylor. Yep. Going empty. I don't know if I'd go empty against this team.
Coffee, 3 coffee. Hurry up, quarterback. 3 coffee.
So we hear the move by Vegas going 5 wide, and you hear the counter move by DC saying, find one of them. Hundley ripping in across the middle. He found his receiver.
Hey,
That's Matthew Sexton with the reception and the first down, picking up 10.
Dabo plus Will Tuller. Dabo plus Will Tuller.
Good job right there, finding the open target, just settling down in the void of the defense. And I'm a little surprised versus empty that Greg Williams didn't come after the quarterback there. Really played it safe. Brett Hundley makes the right move.
Trying to use some tempo. They go back to Sexton, trying to set up a screen, but he can only get one.
11.
Big hit there by KJ Sales.
Even right. Wide paint, off, wide paint. Ike. Wide paint.
So Rod Smith is in the backfield. He's the bigger back at 6'3", 235 out of Ohio State. 2nd and 9. They give it to him. But there's just not much running room for Vegas here tonight.
No, there really hasn't been.
Two-man right. Eagle, Betty, Jack single. Eagle, Betty, Jack single. Eagle, Betty, Jack single.
I'll tell you what, DC's feeling good right now. I saw KJ Sales dancing out there between plays on defense.
13 Rabbit Harley.
3rd and 8 coming up.
Man-to-man coverage for DC on defense. One single high safety in the middle of your screen. You see him right there.
Hundley will try to run for the first down, but he's going to be stopped short. Andre Mintz with the stop, and offense stays on the field.
Same call. Bunch right Mars.
You like this going for it?
I do like this going for it. I don't think they got a great spot. This is farther than they may have thought it was going to be.
The big back Smith is in there. Cadet goes in motion. Hundley looking to throw on 4th and 2. Nobody open, pocket closing. Ball is out! And DC has jumped on top of it. Disaster for Vegas on 4th down. Jamal Brooks picks up the fumble.
Got it, thank you, sir. We're staying here. Fumble is confirmed. First down.
See Brett Hundley just trying to keep this thing alive. It's 4th and 2, nowhere to go with the ball. Initially protection, it's exactly where you need it to be. The walls come closing in, and he doesn't secure the football on a wet, rainy evening. And this is exactly, see Greg Williams fired up on that DC sideline. This is exactly what DC did in week 1 against Seattle at home. Took advantage in the second half. And as we talked about, protecting the football, paramount tonight.
Credit Anthony Hines forcing that fumble for DC. So De'Aaron King will stay in at quarterback for the defenders. Decides to give it up to Abram Smith. He is tackled high, brought out of bounds. Abram Smith, we talked about his story in week 1. He played at Baylor on special teams, and he was just lighting guys up.
And then he was a linebacker
as well. So then the linebacker coach went to him and said, hey, you want to play defense for me?
Here.
He played a year at defense for Baylor. Eventually, the following year, switched back to running back. But he said, that's kind of the cheat code.
Yeah.
Because I play defense, I know what defenders are trying to do. But as the offensive guy now, as the running back, I'm trying to deliver the blow. Here's a speed burst from Armstead. The 1-2 punch is working for DC. They got a first down.
They've got Vegas on their heels right now, not knowing which way is up.
De'Aaron, tell DeMarcus to move up on the line.
It's the run to Abram Smith, late give, lower in the shoulder, and then the wide delay from Ethan Wolf, the Tennessee Volunteer.
Off him, I get going, he feeds off me. So, once he started rolling, I had to pick it up.
Raquel, how do you like seeing your guy shine?
Yeah, I love my boy shining, man. But shout out to them kids, Raquel Armstead, Raquel Jr., you know what I'm saying? I got 2 of them. Daddy, love y'all. I've been gone 2 months for this, you heard me?
Thanks, fellas.
We hear you. That's right. Better get them shout-outs in.
Here we go.
So Brett Hundley still in there at quarterback. after Luis Perez started for Vegas. How does this offense get going for the Vipers?
Well, what you hope now is that you don't press, right? Because now you're playing from behind. The conditions are working against you. Actually, the rain's, it's lightened up a little bit here, but they're no longer in control of the game.
Hunley trying to get it all back here. A lot of contact downfield. That was DeJuan Neal in coverage. Geronimo Allison was the intended receiver. DC has scored 18 unanswered points after Vegas went up 6-0.
Dabo plus Will. Dabo plus Will Fuller. Get right.
Abram Smith. We've seen so many quarterbacks emerge here in the spring league, especially here in this XFL. Is this the emergence of D'Eriq King?
Timeout, Vegas.
It may be, and I don't think it's the end of Jordan Ta'amu, but he brings something to this offense that has sparked the offense 2 weeks in a row and led to taking over the lead. And so there's a role. I think that it'll be an increased role for him as they continue to play, because, again, they're the only team in this league that could line up and force you to have to defend all 11 players on offense.
44, like medium. Yeah. One and down, hand it. You got it, DK.
Sugar huddle.
So the clock not on the side of Vegas called that timeout. They've got one timeout remaining, under 3 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter.
23, read the end.
Don't forget, we got 2 games coming up tomorrow. Orlando with their home opener. They get to action tomorrow.
They're at Camping World Stadium. Great atmosphere for the Guardians.
Second and set, and this is Smith. He picks up 5, 2 yards short of the marker, but we do have a defender player down.
This is not good in terms of depth for DC. This is what, the 3rd time we've seen an offensive lineman, and unfortunately, this is Ty Cleary, who's already the backup center. All right, Mike Maietti is their center. Got injured last week, did not play tonight. Former Arkansas Razorback, and the offensive line for DC getting really thin right now.
Why is offensive line play at such a premium here in the XFL?
Because it's such a symphony. It's 5 is 1, you know, and there are so many things that can go wrong. If there's one little bust, the whole entire thing can blow up. So it's difficult for them to come together as a unit, to gel, to work cohesively. See quarterback power here, so we're going to see D'Eriq King take this football. I think the back half of the season we'll see much better offensive line play.
So Liam Ryan will move over from left guard to center with Ty Cleary out. Vegas stacking the box on 3rd and 2, and it doesn't matter. King, the X Factor, moves the chains again.
You're starting to hear Fred Kice, the offensive coordinator. He's just lined up, trips right. 16, quarterback power. There's no shifts, there's no motions, there's no long, detailed play calls.
And now because Vegas has no more timeouts, the clock will stop again at the 2-minute warning, but they lose their challenge. You have to have a timeout remaining in order to challenge, but clearly time more of a factor at this point for Vegas.
Tell them don't be touching people like my
2-minute warning in the second half. Timeout.
D'Eriq King proves that he can do what he's doing on the ground through the air. We haven't had to see that tonight. I think that they can manage both of these quarterbacks, force defenses throughout the week to have to prepare for essentially 2 different style of players, and it takes time.
Call them up. Tell 78, get the freaking huddle.
I'll tell you what, if you listen to Stormy, DC minus 6.5 live line, she won you some money tonight.
Big time. It's almost as if she covers betting.
Something like that, fellas. But I will say, I wanted to correct a little something I said earlier when you asked me if the minus 6.5 was a good bet. It's not a good bet because DC was an underdog coming into this game. So you could have gotten a way better number, money line price, all the things. But yeah, the 6.5 coming through here, and underbettors finally can breathe a sigh of relief, because I always say it's never under till it's over, until the clock strikes zero. It's always in play, fellas.
But Stormy, we knew what you meant. We were talking live in action with the current way DC was running the ball with all those unanswered points. We knew
exactly. Just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure.
We got you. DC can run out the clock. Vegas out of timeouts, 3rd and 6. This is Smith.
Keep it in bounds, baby. Keep it in bounds.
That'll bring up 4th down. And they should not have to run another play. That is it.
Take a knee. At the same time. They're going to, yeah, it's just, it is what it is.
De'Aaron King coming in the second half for DC. Sparked this offense. DC scored 18 unanswered.